So here I am at Atlanta Stadium. It's just coming up to 10 a.m. here. I am sweating so much. There's like a heat advisory here in Atlanta, and I cannot wait to get over this threshold and into the stadium. Oh, I can feel it already. This is the dream. Air-conditioned stadiums. This is the one. Oh, I can feel myself cooling down already. It's like being in a fridge. Glorious, glorious.
You probably think air conditioning is just, what air conditioning? That's exactly what thousands of Europeans believed until they stepped into America. Within minutes, many realized this wasn't normal. Some laughed, some shivered, and others genuinely couldn't believe buildings could stay this cold in the middle of summer. The reactions are priceless, and they reveal a side of America most people never expect. If you enjoy seeing real people have their expectations completely turned upside down, hit subscribe right now, because this channel is packed with authentic reactions, surprising discoveries, and stories the mainstream rarely shows. Trust me, you'll want to be here before everyone else finds these videos. Now, let's see why something as ordinary as air conditioning left so many Europeans completely speechless.
I've been watching all these Europeans coming to America and trying the food, and that's cute and shit. What just blew my mind was the Europeans saying, oh my God, America has it figured out. They have air conditioning. You guys don't have air conditioning? Are you guys serious? So you don't season your food, and you have no AC? So then I see this guy just dripping in sweat, and he's like, oh, I miss America right now, because they've got air conditioning, and when it's hot, I just sweat. Sweating through his shirt. While he's like, oh, I'm just over the stove cooking dinner. Motherfucker looks like he's in a sauna. You know what? We're under bad management right now, I will say that, but I'm never leaving this goddamn country. No air conditioner? Are y'all good?
I am so entertained by these European reactions about basic American things like air conditioning. Heard a radio spot where this guy was talking about, look, it's hot outside, but when you walk inside, it's like a winter's day. Do they really not have AC in Europe?
That it's starting to scare me. Can I be honest?
Yeah, I didn't know they don't have air conditioning in other places.
In England too. Like Brits are talking about air conditioning. And I'm like,
yes, bro. I
thought y'all were like the 1.0 of us. Dude, and we just evolved.
I thought it was just us, but great.
Yeah, I'm like, I just thought y'all had no seasonings. You've never seen Lowry's. God, if Slap Your Mama would cause cancer in England, Slap Your Mama would absolutely get rid of a third of the English people. They have never ever experienced seasoning like that.
If you put gumbo in England right now, there would be like polio. It would be like 100%. It would take over.
God, the bubonic plague. It'd be insane. But it's kind of scaring me because I'm like, you said it perfect. The littlest of things. They think Walmart is the Taj Mahal.
Yes.
I watched the video. He said, "This is unbelievable." He's like, "I can get milk, bread, and a rifle all in one store." He goes, "Now I understand America."
Yeah.
And it's just like, and Walmart is something we're just like, I guess let's go to Walmart.
Dude, a lot of people don't want to go into Walmart. Yeah. Like we do not want to go in there.
We don't want to go. It's like, oh, it's a hassle. And they're like, this is stupid. They're pissing down. Oh my bollocks.
Like, dude, they were like, so they were so enamored by air conditioning. This guy was like, I don't know if you know this, but right now it's pissing hot outside. I mean, I'm sweating. My nuts are just stuck to my leg. But I walk inside this building, chilly, hot. And he was walking in and out of the building. He goes, hot, chilly, hot, chilly.
Because you sit inside winter wonderland.
In Netherlands and some other countries in Europe, I've noticed, in the summer, when it's really hot, air conditioning is not guaranteed in places, which is why I just bought a movie ticket, because movie theaters are still always air conditioned. It's actually kind of like in the 50s in America, that's like why people went to the movie theaters, because it's the only place that was air conditioned. It's just a cultural difference, I guess. But then again, there aren't also too many places in Europe where it's like Los Angeles weather or Florida weather where it is, hot all the time.
For many visitors, the first shock wasn't a famous landmark. It was opening the door to a restaurant, supermarket, or hotel. Outside, the heat was overwhelming. Inside, it felt like stepping into another season. They quickly realized Americans don't just cool buildings, they transform the entire indoor experience.
Okay, so I've stayed now officially in my first home, proper home in America. And there's one thing that's kind of really, there's actually two things that have blown my mind. But this one is where there's like air vents in the house. Let me show you. Right, so see that up there? I'm going to say that's the AC. The amount of times that you guys would say to me, how on earth do you get cool in your house? And I was like, I just open a window. You know, that's my aircon. But I've got to tell you, it's genius. And I think it is brilliant. And I don't know why we don't have it in the UK. I mean, it'd be like 7:30 in the morning. I'm all stuffy and it's warm. And next thing I know, there's cool air coming down in the morning. And it just makes me feel comfortable again. So one of the best things that I've found coming to America is the fact that you do have AC in your homes. And now I want it. I don't think I can go back to my house and like, I've got to open a window and I can't control the temperature. This is going to be awful when I go back home. Opening my window and then I'm freezing cold, or I close the window and it's boiling hot. So having AC in your house, genius.
Just a reminder, more Europeans die every year from heat-related illness than Americans do from gun violence. That's a real fact. You can look it up. So don't let any of these Europeans tell you that they can't install AC in their buildings, right? They've installed plumbing before, they've installed electricity, they can install air conditioning, but their ignorance doesn't let them. And so they have more people that die from heat than gun violence. Make it make sense.
What surprised Europeans most wasn't simply the temperature, it was the consistency. Airports, shopping malls, buses, offices, and even small convenience stores stayed refreshingly cool. Many admitted they were prepared, wishing they'd packed sweaters despite visiting America during the hottest months of the year.
I have found out why America is so great. And it is one thing and one thing only. Air conditioning. It is the greatest thing I have ever experienced. It is hotter than Satan's butt crack out here. But what makes it bearable is the air conditioning. I believe you need to add a verse to your national anthem that talks about air conditioning. Americans are only scared of one thing, and that is being hot. But I love it. I love it. Is it something you have against being hot? Because the air conditioning, the ice in everything. Hello. Something that I figured out while being here is that ice makes everything better. Better. I am convinced Americans put ice in every drink. The other day, I was out for breakfast. And I was at a cafe. I look over and a man had ice in his milk. Oh. Americans love ice so much. Le Titanic, no, le Titanic, whatever you say. I believe the Titanic was out to get more ice. Here in Texas, I see these signs that say that some people want ice. I don't understand that, and then people tell me that ice will take me away. What is this? I have found out why America is so great. And it is one thing and one thing only. Air conditioning. It is the greatest thing I have ever experienced. It is hotter than Satan's butt crack out here. But what makes it bearable is the air conditioning. I believe you need to add a verse to your national anthem that talks about air conditioning. Americans are only scared of one thing, and that is being hot. But I love it. I love it. Is it something you have against being hot? Because the air conditioning, the ice in everything. Hello. Something that I figured out while being here is that ice makes everything better. Better. I am convinced Americans put ice in every drink. The other day, I was out for breakfast. And I was at a cafe. I look over and a man had ice in his milk. Oh. Americans love ice so much. le Titanic, non, le Titanic, whatever you say. I believe the Titanic was out to get more ice. Here in Texas, I see these signs that say that some people want ice. I don't understand that, and then people tell me that ice will take me away. What is this?
To the Europeans that want us to turn off our air conditioning so that we reverse global warming, what about the chain smoking of the cigarettes that you guys do 24/7? What about that in the atmosphere? What about all the time you spend heating up your beans and toast? Maybe that has something to do with it. Mind your business.
Almost no one has AC in Europe because it's just too expensive. Electricity is really, really expensive. And they also believe it's bad for you. They seriously believe it's dangerous or something. I don't know. I used to believe that before living in the US. Now I love my AC.
The biggest surprise came when they learned this wasn't reserved for luxury buildings. Comfortable air conditioning was everywhere, making everyday errands far more enjoyable. For many visitors, something they'd considered ordinary back home suddenly became one of the most memorable parts of experiencing life in America.
It genuinely brings me so much joy seeing all of these videos of all of the people that are here in the States right now visiting from Europe for the World Cup. And they're like trying barbecue and trying Whataburger, and they're talking about like how nice everybody is and how welcoming everybody has been. And I just love seeing it so much. First of all, I love how cute it is to see all of the people who have never had some of the stuff that we have or have never seen it, like going into a Costco or going into a Walmart, something that's like very mundane for us is so exciting and so intriguing for them. I know typically our country is like the laughingstock of the world, but it's just nice to see people genuinely having a good time and getting along with each other and enjoying themselves. Like I saw this one guy, a Brit, and he and I think his dad or something got invited to HEB to go like get a tour and all this cool stuff, get some stuff. And then I saw a video of his that he posted, and he's back home in England and he has the freaking seasoning from HEB and he's grilling steaks. And I'm thinking like, okay, forget about the Norman Conquest, forget about the Industrial Revolution. This guy who just brought HEB steak seasoning home to the UK is going to change the trajectory of England forever just because of that. Specifically for the Brits, because I have to say, I mean, based on what I see online, their food looks awful a lot of the time. It looks like shit and it looks totally bland and flavorless. It makes me so happy that these Europeans are coming here and having like rich, seasoned, flavorful food. Some of them probably for the first time in their life, truly. And it really is like a whole new world, and I just love to see that. I love to see how excited they get and how shocked they are, and it's just so fun to watch. And I'm just seeing a bunch of people talking about how much fun they're having and how they don't want to leave and they want to come back and all of this stuff, and I just love that.
By the end of their trip, many Europeans found themselves talking less about famous attractions and more about something unexpectedly unforgettable: American air conditioning. Sometimes it's the smallest everyday comforts that leave the biggest impression. And judging by these reactions, this was one surprise nobody saw coming.
You guys have had conditioning everywhere.
Yep, this is America.
I love it.
This is normal here. That's completely normal, man.
Okay, now the ranch. Oh, I told you. Bro, if you sold that in the UK, you become a millionaire overnight.
Then why don't you do it?
Too much work. You just create a website, everything like that.
Just use Immersion. You give it a prompt and it creates a fully functioning website or app within minutes.
Seriously?
Yeah, here.
Bro, look.
We're officially selling branch in the UK. No way. 6 different flavors.
It's my store, and I just created it in less than 10 minutes.
What?
You guys have public restrooms here?
Yeah, you don't?
No, and they're free?
Yeah, that's the bare minimum.
Incredible! I know it's the third time, but can I get another?
Of course.
Yes! How many refills do I get?
It's unlimited.
I love this place.
The only thing that you need to understand about Europeans and why they are the way that they are and why they complain so much about being super hot and having terrible heat, but then they never install AC is this. For hundreds and hundreds of years now, hundreds of years, the people who were scrappy, innovative problem solvers in Europe, they left. They came to America because it made sense to. Now, maybe not if they were super rich, like land barons or something like that, but then those sorts of people typically aren't the most innovative people anyway. People who had the agency and the drive to solve their own problems did solve their own problems, and they came to the United States. The people left in Europe can't install air conditioning units because they're the descendants of the people who couldn't figure out how to buy a boat ticket across the Atlantic. This is not to say that many Europeans aren't lovely people. They are, and there's more to life than agency and problem solving. And every day, more are born who probably are naturally ambitious and will probably follow that ambition to end up in the United States eventually. But while they don't suffer from brain drain in the same way that like many countries in the global south do, they still suffer from a kind of ambition innovation drain that has become central to their culture, their way of life, and their regulatory environment. This is why you have a bunch of Europeans coming on here and being like, oh, like it's just part of our culture to complain. It literally is. Like, problems are to be complained about, not solved. And because this is TikTok, I should probably specify, this is not a genetic argument. People create culture, and culture creates more of those people. And culture and people create regulations, which is half of what the issue is with Europe. Even if someone is scrappy enough to try and install a window unit for AC, their government will probably ban them with some stupid license mandate. But no, I don't think that they're like genetically predestined to be losers or anything like that, but culture does perpetuate itself.
The worst part about this video is that she's actually serious. Can you believe that? She's like the audacity. Like the audacity. No, lady, that is absolutely false.